So hello everyone. Today, my mate Nicolas and I, Juan Sebastian, are presenting you South Africa, different um, cultural aspects and different problematics that the country is going through, and also how we can help, or if we could help, what would we do? So, let's start. So first of all, I'm talking to you guys about the country, some specific facts that we found after doing a investigation. Although they talk, of course, in English, they also have different languages like Afrikaans and Benda, that are languages that aren't like common. There live like about 64 millions of people, and they have three different capitals. The first one is Cape Town, the second one is Pretoria, sorry, and the third one is Bloemfontein. Some different facts are like the Freedom Day is on April 27, and the religion is Christian. It's also located in the southernmost part of Africa.
The main problematics of South Africa are the income inequality, the high levels of poverty of black people, the violent crime, unequal access to basic services, and sexual transmission diseases. This is mostly because of the education, and this is our proposal about it. But first, we're going to see the SDGs, that are 17 goals that the Sustainable Development Organization did to realize which problems we can affect with different goals. These ones are the ones we chose after investigating a lot about the country, and we realized that the most important one is the fourth one, that is quality education.
So our proposal to change the reality of the country based on our careers. First, Nicolas studied industrial design and I study architecture. So we think that we should create some space or like a building where people can go and start like solving their problems. For example, if they don't have food or something to eat, they can go there and they can eat and and have like the different basic services that people need, also if they're suffering of some kind of abuse from someone, we think it's like really important to start thinking about the people in there, not only like in a big scale like the country, but the people.
It's well known that in Africa there is a big problem about the racism and all the historic development in the country because of that. So, if we attack that problematic, mostly teaching in these schools and in almost every part of the country, the consequences of the starting problems that make us stop in the development of the country and mostly in the development of the mind of the youth. What we're planning is to give access to the kids and the youth from educational programs so they could learn about human rights, about racism, about any technical information like academic information. This way they could improve those knowledge and use it to transform the country. We know very well that only us can make a change, so we need to encourage all the kids, all the teenagers, all the youth to protest and to keep going on this feeling and this ideology that we are planning. If I could go to that country, what would I do to approach these problematics? First of all, I will talk to the most schools and the most universities I can, so I can make like any program or suggest any program where the people can access to some information that probably they have censored because of the historical context. Also, I will give if I can, like a conference to teach those people, to teach the youth mostly, and try to motivate them to debate, to question to ask and also like give the message so they can reproduce it to the other generations.
So, as my colleague have already said, we should start thinking about the education. It's really important that people educate like from the very beginning in like thinking about evolving, not only like in the country or the technologies, but in the social treatment and how people start seeing like the people that live there, also like their equals, you know, like it's important to them to start thinking more in depth, basically.
If I were hired to work on those problematics by full time, exactly what would I do and how? I would start to make a team, like an informative team, that creates content and visit all the country, sharing the message and encouraging people to share the message also. So it's like a virus in a good way.
So yes, basically it's about getting involved with people. Like we should start, if we were there, of course, we should start by asking people how are they feeling or what they need or what. It's like really important for them to have or to start solving, you know. It's not about like general, like of course it's like a general problem, but if we really want to start making a change, we should first of all start doing it by people and yes, the people that are facing these problems.